Hey guys, welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Finally, the international break is over, and that until March 2024. We don't have to worry anymore about another international, so we can focus on the club football. And before we go any further, you know what to do. Help your brother out, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, share. Take 1 second of your life to help the channel, my friend. Thank you so much. You are absolutely legend. Newcastle United against Chelsea Football Club, head to head at St. James Park. Get ready because it's gonna be very interesting game of football. Let me remind you very quickly that Chelsea is still struggling with injuries, and this is just like a miracle. Having only 6 players injured is just like a miracle for Chelsea Football Club. Trevor Chalobah, Ben Chilwell, Carney Chukwuemeka, Wesley Fofana, Romeo Lavia, Christopher Nkunku still out. Newcastle United also got a lot of injuries, more than 6. Okay, so more than Chelsea Football Club this time around, which is surprising because Chelsea been suffering with this kind of situation for years. Now, when other teams are having injuries and people want us to feel sorry for them, when I was insisting that any manager in the world that will have at least 2 key players injured is gonna struggle. Now people can see what I've been saying all this time. Just because you spent 1 zillion on the market to buy every wonder kid around the world doesn't mean that you're going to win every single game. Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, now Eddie Howe is struggling every time they got some key players injured. So this stadium is very tough for Chelsea Football Club. I made a video before saying that this stadium is a boogie ground for Chelsea Football Club. The fans are very far away from the pitch, so you're gonna hear the entire stadium just supporting the Geordies, and we have to silence this place as soon as possible. Killing the game early is the key. You know, the key to play a good game of football is just to score an early, quick goal, and then we go from there. But the longer we wait, we might get a sucker punch and lose this game at St. James Park.
If you're a coach, what are you telling your team before the big game?
I would tell my team, if you lose, I don't want to see your face again, ever again.
That's pretty harsh.
Okay guys, this video is about head-to-head analysis between Newcastle United and Chelsea Football Club. But before that, I'm going to remind you what is happening on the table. Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspurs, Aston Villa, Manchester United, Newcastle United are 7th. Brighton, West Ham, Chelsea are 10th. So it's between the 10th and the 7th. And we have Brentford, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Bournemouth, Luton Town, Sheffield United, Everton, and Burnley, the last. And as you can tell, Everton deducted 10 points following a breach of the Premier League financial fair play.
And who the hell cares?
And let me remind you all the games that are going to happen this weekend. And I've already made some videos about my starting 11 and my predictions for the game. This video is only about comparing what happened in the past between the two teams and what is happening separately from each other, just to understand what we have to expect on Saturday. Manchester City against Liverpool, that one is going to be a box office kind of a title challenge game. Burnley, West Ham, Luton Town, Crystal Palace, Newcastle United, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Brighton, Sheffield United, Bournemouth, Brentford against Arsenal, and on Sunday we have Spurs against Villa, Everton against United, and on Monday is going to be the last day of match week 13. It's going to be Fulham against Wolves.
Oh my God!
Let's go very quickly. Newcastle United against the Chelsea Football Club. Boogie Ground, St. James Park. 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time if you are in the US. And it's going to be on Peacock. Let's go. The squad, both squad are very, very, very good. But Newcastle United got more experience. Both teams are struggling with injuries at the moment. Newcastle United more recently. Chelsea been there for 3 years. So injuries is just what Chelsea do. Lewis Hall is not going to play against Chelsea because on paper he's on loan. But the permanent move is going to be confirmed at the end of the season. Even Pochettino today said good luck and kind of revealed that the move is permanent. In his press conference, Chelsea needs to play against Livramento, one of us, made in Cobham. So many people have been talking about Chelsea need to take advantage of them because they had more injuries than us. But listen, Charity FC always apply when another team is struggling with injuries. So I'm not going to take it to consideration. We just need to go there and play football. Let's now go head-to-head between the two teams in the recent meetings. Let me start by the bottom one. As you can tell on your screen right now, Chelsea 2, Newcastle United 0. That was February 2021. Chelsea went away to beat them at St. James Park 3-0. Remember, I think that was the game where Reece James scored like a brace and Jorginho scored a penalty, and everybody really wanted Reece James to have his first hat-trick. Just give the kid the penalty, man. Jorginho was taking all the penalties back then. That was October 2021, by the way. And then March 2022, Chelsea 1, Newcastle United 0. That was at Stamford Bridge. And then Newcastle United beat us at their own stadium 1-0. That was November 2022. And then the last game that we played against them, it was at Stamford Bridge. It was 1-1, the last game of last season, remember? Where we had to say goodbye to more than 15 players because none of them really is playing for Chelsea right now. And I will show you, because we're going to talk about it in a little while, that last game of the last season. So the form guide. The form guide here you can see in the last 5 games. Newcastle United won 2 games. They lost 1 game and they drew 2 games. Chelsea won 2 games, lost 1 game and drew 2 games. So we are in the perfect conditions here. Nobody's going to complain because all of us lost 1 game and drew 2 games. The rest been wins. And Chelsea been having some very tough games. The last one was against Manchester City, 4-4 at Stamford Bridge. And that is going to give us a little bit of momentum. Now, other statistics really don't matter. Position for Newcastle 7, Chelsea 10th. But listen, couple wins and then Chelsea can find themselves in the 8th or 7th position easily. We just need to keep on winning and don't care about what other teams are doing. You just do your job and then wait and hope for the best.
Let me be as clear as I can be. Ignorance is not a virtue.
Let me now go to some details here. Let's start by this one, where Chelsea scored 3 goals. Been a long time ago. Yeah, Reece James 65th minute and 77th minute, and Jorginho penalty. I was so angry about that game. So St. James Park is just King James Park, right? So James Park, you see what I'm trying to say here? So St. James and Reece James, so he loves to score at St. James Park. So hopefully he can score there because that is his garden, the King James Garden. Yeah, can you believe it? That game actually Chelsea still had Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Look at that. Kai Havertz was still there. Andreas Christensen still there. Ross Barkley, of all people, was still there. Jorginho Frello was still there. Oh my goodness me. It looks like 1,000 years ago, right? N'Golo Kante was still there. Callum Hudson-Odoi was still there. Hakim Ziyech was still there. Man, we have a different team right now. Even Saul Niguez. Marcos Alonso. Can you believe it? How far we've come. Malang Sarr. This is Malang Sarr? Yes. Malang Sarr also was still there. Alan Saint-Maximin was still playing for them. Now he's playing in Saudi. So we've come really, really long way. Okay, people. So that was when we won away at St. James Park. And the last game that we played at Stamford Bridge under Frank Lampard, the last game of the season, Anthony Gordon scored for them. Chelsea couldn't even score a goal. We just needed Kieran Trippier on goal. So Anthony Gordon scored 9th minute. Kieran Trippier 27th minute on goal for Chelsea, and it ended 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. It was the day that we said goodbye to many people. The legend himself, Frank Lampard, we said goodbye to him. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, we said goodbye. Cesar Azpilicueta, goodbye. Yeah, that day was very emotional. Very, very emotional. And remember, Chelsea almost signed Anthony Gordon under Thomas Tuchel. Conor Gallagher played that day. Like I say, Saint-Maximin was still playing for them, for Newcastle. And this guy is just kissing the badge. He just moved from Everton and kissing somebody's badge. Anyways, that is the football, man. You kiss my badge today, tomorrow you're gonna kiss somebody else. So it is what it is, people. This game, I've already gave my starting 11 and predictions. I think Chelsea are going to win this game 3-1 away. But we have to kill the game as soon as possible. And Newcastle United have a Champions League, a must-win Champions League next week, and they have probably 8 or 9 injuries. So we have to go there, silence the audience as soon as possible, get all 3 points, and keep on moving.